Hi, Tziporah here. Today I'm talking with you about some clear differences between emotional neglect and emotional validation. I'm also going to give some common examples of emotional neglect, so be sure to watch the full video because you might be really surprised. Every person wants the same thing, for their emotions to be understood and validated. People do not want or need solutions, explanations, excuses, or positive statements when they are experiencing unpleasant emotions. Feelings must first be addressed by providing empathy and being validated, and then you can further discuss to solve or resolve the situation. There is no other option for emotional connection apart from providing emotional understanding and validation. So remember, empathy is not solutions, explanations, guidance, or positive statements. At the same time, I do want to mention that you have to be careful that you are not providing this validation for someone's unresolved emotional trauma, which they have experienced before the current relationship and are now projecting it onto you, because this is something that they have to resolve and work on through self-work and therapeutic support. So here are 5 common mistakes that is actually emotional neglect. So explanations or excuses. Feelings do not need explaining to. So if someone responds with, oh, well, I did it because, or you wouldn't feel that way if, these kind of things aren't helpful for connection or validating someone's emotional experience. Toxic positivity or positive statements. So they could be thinking that they're helping by keeping it positive, but they're not addressing the emotion. So things like this are just think positive, or don't feel sad, or others have it worse, at least you ... Solutions. Solutions don't resolve emotions. They can actually contribute to the feeling or the overwhelm. So once the emotions are validated, the person having the emotional experience can then seek solutions. So this is something that lots of people do. They want to fix, they want to help, but there's a place and time for everything. Reassurance without validation. So this is skipping steps in the process of emotional validation, and jumping to a reassuring statement is neglectful to the emotional aspect, and it can feel very surface level or not genuine when you are hearing this, when you need your emotions listened to or understood. Guidance without being asked for it. So if someone needs guidance, they can ask for it. And unsolicited advice can be irritating, and it isn't connecting at all in an emotional situation. So why do some struggle with providing empathy or emotional validation? And sometimes the intention is not to be neglectful, it's just that they don't know how to do it. So someone who has been raised to feel like emotions are fires to be put out, that you have to fix something when there's an emotional experience, they can struggle with this a lot. Other people's emotions and feeling like you are in trouble or at fault somehow, this is very common. And struggling with separating the emotions of the other person and your part in it. If you're involved in the situation that someone is emotional about, it can be very hard to provide that empathy and understanding for some people because of feeling guilty or defensive. And not having a healthy example growing up, not having learned how to do it, and trying things that don't work. If you have any other examples of emotional neglect in situations where there could be emotional validation, please put a comment below. Please share the video with those who might have difficulty in this, and maybe they can reach out to us, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.